snow came down like heaven's curtain fall. Christmas Eve and I was miles from anywhere at all. Then I saw those neon letters flicker through the white, a little roadside diner offering warmth and light. The waitress poured me coffee, said storm's here for a while. A trucker in the corner wore a weary smile. A young couple with a baby, stranded just like me. We were strangers bound together by the mystery. Snowbound at the Crossroads diner, where the lost become the found. When the world outside stops moving, love's the only sound. Sometimes grace ain't in the journey or the place you meant to be. It's snowbound at the Crossroads diner, with strangers that feel like family. The waitress brought out pie and said it's on the house. The trucker shared his stories, made us laugh out loud. That young mama let me hold her sleeping child so small, and I felt something sacred falling over us all. We sang some hymns together as the midnight hour came near. The baby woke up smiling, seemed to sense no fear. Outside the world was frozen, inside we were warm, finding Christmas in a shelter from the storm. Snowbound at the Crossroads diner, where the lost become the found. When the world outside stops moving, when love's the only sound. And sometimes grace ain't in the journey or the place you meant to be. It's snowbound at the Crossroads diner, with strangers that feel like family. I never caught their names, and they never knew mine, but I'll remember their faces till the end of time. Sometimes God sends angels wearing everyday clothes, teaching us that home is anywhere love goes. Snowbound at the Crossroads diner, where the lost become the found. When the world outside stops moving, love's the only sound. Sometimes grace ain't in the journey or the place you meant to be. It's snowbound at the Crossroads diner, where strangers feel like family. Yeah, snowbound at the Crossroads diner. That's where Christmas found me. The sun's barely rising on this empty stretch of road. just me and my old Chevy with nowhere left to go. Left town on Christmas Eve with anger in my chest. Now I'm watching daybreak, wondering if I did my best. The radio plays carols that I used to know by heart, before pride and stubborn silence tore our family apart. I said things I can't take back, words that cut too deep. Now I'm driving Highway 40 while my mama probably weeps. Highway 40 Christmas morning, miles between me and what's right, running from the only people who ever loved me through the night. The further that I'm driving, the clearer I can see. Highway 40 Christmas morning ain't where I'm supposed to be. Pulled off at a rest stop, watched a family walk inside. Little girl was laughing, holding tight to Daddy's side. Made me think of all the mornings Mama made the meal, and how I took for granted every single thing that's real. I found a phone booth standing in the early morning light. My hands were shaking as I dialed, praying it'd be alright. Mama answered on the first ring. Her voice was soft and warm. She said, "Baby, I've been waiting. Please come home." Highway 40 Christmas morning, turning this old truck around, heading back to the only place where grace and mercy can be found. The further that I'm driving, the clearer I can see. Highway 40 Christmas morning led me right back to where I need to be. Sometimes you gotta leave to learn you're already where you belong. Sometimes the longest journey shows you that you're wrong, but the road that leads back home is paved with second chances given free. Highway 40 Christmas morning, now I'm heading back to love, following the star that's always guided me from up above. The further that I'm driving, the more I finally see. Highway 40 Christmas morning brought me back to family. Yeah, Highway 40 Christmas morning showed me where I'm meant to be. Led this wandering heart back home, back where I'm supposed to be. Found Mama by the Christmas tree at 2:30, holding that old silver bell like she always used to do. She didn't hear me coming down the creaky stairs, just sat there in the glow with tears streaming down her face. She said, "Son, come sit beside me. There's something I should say about this little silver bell we ring on Christmas Day. Your daddy gave it to me on a night much like tonight, before the world got heavy and before we learned to fight. Every year I ring this bell and pray he hears the sound, that somewhere in his heart there's still some love that can be found. I know you see the distance, I know you feel the cold, but this silver bell reminds me of the man I used to hold. And every Christmas Eve I hope that love can still come home. She said we weren't always silent, we weren't always lost. We used to dance in this kitchen, didn't matter what it cost. But life has ways of wearing down the promises we make. Still I ring this bell each Christmas for the love that didn't break. I heard the truck door closing, saw Daddy's shadow there. He'd been walking in the cold without his coat to wear. Mama looked up through her tears as he came through the door. He said, I heard the silver bell, couldn't stay away no more. Every year you ring that bell and I can hear the sound. It echoes through the emptiness of all this sacred ground. I know you see the distance, I know you feel the cold, but that silver bell reminds me of the woman that I hold. And every Christmas Eve I know that love can still come home. They held each other crying in the soft lights of the tree, and I learned that love ain't perfect, but it's deeper than we see. Sometimes it takes a silver bell to break the walls we've made. Sometimes it takes confession for the truth to find its way. Every year we ring that bell and thank God for the sound that brought us back together on this holy ground. There's distance in the journey, there's healing for the soul. That silver bell reminds us we're stronger as a whole. And every Christmas Eve we know that love has finally come home. Yeah, love has finally come home. Mama silver bell brought love back home. Grandpa's hands were callous from 50 years of pines. He knew every acre, every row, every line. But the drought came hard that summer and turned the needles brown. and the bank came calling when December rolled around. I remember Mama crying at the kitchen table late. Daddy held her close and said we'd find a way to make it straight. But Christmas morning came too fast. The auction sign went up. We gathered by the old farmhouse and filled our coffee cups. The year we lost the tree farm, we learned what mattered most. It wasn't in the timber or the land we loved the most. It was in the way we held each other when the world fell apart. The year we lost the tree farm, we found what's in our hearts. We cut one final tree together, the smallest one we'd grown. We set it in the living room of what was once our home. Grandpa hung the angel that his father made by hand. Said, son, you can't lose what you are and just where you stand. Now 20 years have passed since we said our last goodbye. Someone else plants seedlings beneath that Texas sky. But I drive by at Christmas and I see those rows so tall, and I'm grateful for the lesson in that fall. The year we lost the tree farm, we learned what mattered most. It wasn't in the timber or the land we loved the most. It was in the way we held each other when the world fell apart. The year we lost the tree farm, we found what's in our hearts. Roots run deeper than the soil, love's a harvest that won't spoil. What you build inside a family can't be taken by a bank or drought or time. The year we lost a tree farm, we learned what mattered most. It wasn't in the timber or the land we held so close. It was in the way we stood together when our world fell apart. The year we lost a tree farm, we found what's in our hearts. Yeah, the year we lost a tree farm, we finally found our heart. Found it in a box marked 1985, a faded glass ornament, barely still alive, and painted desert sunset, colors cracked and worn, from the year that Daddy left us on a cold December morn. He bought it at a truck stop somewhere outside Amarillo, brought it home that Christmas, hung it high up on our willow. 3 days later he was gone without a note or a goodbye, just this ornament to prove he loved us once upon a time. The ornament from Amarillo hanging on my tree tonight, a broken piece of memory that catches all the light. Some things are worth Mama never talked about him, kept her heartache locked away. But she hung that ornament every single Christmas day. I asked her once why she would keep a reminder of the pain. She said, baby, even broken things deserve to be displayed. Now I've got kids of my own, and they ask about the past, why that old ornament gets the highest branch to last. I tell them about their granddad and the love he couldn't stay, but how a piece of him still shines on us this Christmas Day. The ornament from Amarillo hanging on my tree tonight, a broken piece of memory that catches all the light. Some things are worth holding on to, even when they crack and fade. The ornament from Amarillo reminds me love was made. We're all broken pieces of somebody's story told, but we still shine together when the winter night grows cold. And forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves to hold. The ornament from Amarillo hanging on my tree so high, a testament that love lives on even when we say goodbye. Some things are worth remembering even through the hurt and pain. The ornament from Amarillo proves that love remains. Yeah, the ornament from Amarillo shows me love remains. That old glass from Amarillo, love always remains. The winter hit us harder than it had in 20 years. Snow piled up for miles and we were running out of tears. Lost half the herd to frozen ground, the rest were heaven knows where. We sat in silence Christmas Eve with nothing left but prayer. Daddy stared out at the whiteness with defeat upon his face. Mama held his weathered hand and whispered words of grace. My brother said he'd sell his truck to help us make it through. And then we heard a sound like thunder, and we didn't know what to do. When the cattle came home for Christmas, through the snow and through the night, 50 head we thought we'd lost forever came walking toward the light. Sometimes miracles wear hoof prints and answer prayers we barely spoke. When the cattle came home for Christmas, we knew we weren't broke. They gathered by the barn door like they knew just where to be. Steam rising off their bodies in the cold December freeze. Daddy stood there crying, said he'd never seen the like. Those cattle found their way back home on that holy night. We worked until the morning, getting everyone inside. Fed them hay and counted blessings we couldn't hold inside. The preacher said on Sunday it was more than luck or chance. Sometimes God sends cattle home to give faith one more dance. When the cattle came home for Christmas, through the snow and through the night, 50 head we thought we'd lost forever came walking toward the light. Sometimes miracles wear hoof prints and answered prayers we barely spoke. When the cattle came home for Christmas, we knew we weren't broke. Now every year we gather and we tell the tale again, how the darkest night we'd ever known became our greatest win. How God works in mysterious ways across the frozen land. How sometimes help comes walking when you finally understand. When the cattle came home for Christmas, through the storm and through our doubt, proving faith is more than hoping when you're down and nearly out. Sometimes miracles wear hoof prints, leave tracks across the snow. When the cattle came home for Christmas, we learned what we should know. Yeah, when the cattle came home for Christmas, on that sacred night, they brought more than survival, they brought back our life. The cattle came home for Christmas, and everything turned right. Jukebox plays an old Hank Williams song. Christmas lights are tangled where they don't belong. Johnny's pouring whiskey for the regulars tonight. We're the ones with nowhere else to go on Christmas night. There's Sarah in the corner, third divorce came through. Bobby lost his job again, his kids won't let him through. Old man Miller's sitting where he sat for 40 years. We all know each other's stories, we all know each other's tears. Last call at the Mistletoe Saloon, where the lonely hearts gather beneath the moon. We ain't got much, but we got each other here. Last call at the Mistletoe Saloon. On Christmas Eve we disappear into the warmth of knowing we're not alone. This old bar becomes our home. Johnny says this round's on me. Merry Christmas, y'all. We raise our glasses to the pictures on the wall, of faces that aren't with us anymore this year, but their memory lives on in every drink and tear. Sarah starts to humming Silent Night real low. Bobby joins in harmony from years ago. Before life got so heavy and the road got hard to walk, We're a choir of the broken, finding beauty in the dark. Last call at the Mistletoe Saloon, where the lonely hearts gather beneath the moon. We ain't got much, but we got each other here. Last call at the Mistletoe Saloon. On Christmas Eve we disappear into the warmth of knowing we're not alone. This old bar becomes our home. Some folks got their families and their presents wrapped in gold. We got neon lights and stories and each other to hold. Maybe that's what Christmas means, when everything's stripped away, finding grace in the unlikeliest of places where we stay. Last call at the Mistletoe Saloon, where the broken find their peace beneath the moon. We got love, even though life ain't been fair. Last call at the Mistletoe, we're a family gathered here, in the warmth of knowing we're not alone. This old bar's our Christmas home. Yeah, last call at the Mistletoe Saloon, where nobody's alone. Last call at the Mistletoe Saloon, we found our way back home. I was hauling freight from Denver on a cold December run, 3 days from seeing my little girl, my only one. Engine blew outside of Tulsa, steam rising in the air. Christmas bonus gone in smoke, left me stranded there. Walked into the truck stop with my last 20 bucks. Called my ex-wife crying, said I'm out of luck. Won't make it home for Christmas, tell our baby girl I tried. Then a waitress set down coffee and she saw me when I cried. The truck stop angel's gift wasn't wrapped in gold or red. She said, honey, hope's not over yet. Pass the hat to strangers instead. Truckers, travelers, and drifters all reached into their pockets deep. The truck stop angel's gift was believing some things are meant to be. She said, I know what it's like to be alone on Christmas night. I've been where you are sitting, I've been in your fight. But I learned that there's still goodness in this hard old world we roam. And tonight we're gonna help you find your way back home. She walked from booth to booth and told them all my tale. Old drivers with gray beards, young ones driving mail. They filled her apron up with bills and change and prayer. By the time the snow stopped falling, I had my repair. The truck stop angel's gift wasn't wrapped in gold or red. She said, honey, hope's not over yet. Pass the hat to strangers instead. Truckers, travelers, and drifters all reached into their pockets deep. The truck stop angel's gift was believing some things are meant to be. my truck and said, "You drive safe now." I asked her for her name so I could pay her back somehow. She smiled and shook her head, said, "Just pass it on someday. When you see somebody struggling, you'll know the way." The truck stop angel's gift changed everything I knew about kindness and strangers and what love can do. Now I carry extra cash for souls in need I meet. The truck stop angel's gift keeps on giving through me. Yeah, the truck stop angel's gift made it home to my little girl. The truck stop angel's gift changed my world. I found Christmas on that highway in the kindness of the road. The truck stop angel's gift helped me carry my load. I burned every bridge in this town before I turned 18. Left my mama standing crying, chasing some forgotten dream. Spent 10 years running wild, trying to add in my name. Now I'm driving down this gravel road, carrying all my shame. The old house looks smaller than it did inside my memory. Paint is peeling off the porch where Mama used to wait for me. I can see the Christmas candle burning in the window still. My hands are shaking on the wheel, don't know if they ever will. It's a gravel road to redemption. Every mile feels like a prayer, wondering if forgiveness is waiting for me there. I don't deserve a second chance, but I'm coming home to try. Down this gravel road to redemption on Christmas Eve tonight. I wrote 1,000 letters that I never had the guts to send. Picked up the phone 1,000 times but couldn't make amends. Now I'm standing at the door with my heart about to break. Mama opened it and smiled and said, "I knew you'd find your way." She wrapped her arms around me like I never went away. Said, "Son, I've been forgiving you each and every day. Love don't keep a record of the wrong that's been done. You've always been my baby, you'll always be my son." Gravel road to redemption, every mile was like a prayer, and forgiveness was waiting in my mama's arms right there. I didn't deserve a second chance, but grace don't work that way. Down this gravel road to redemption, I found Christmas Day. Sometimes you gotta wander to appreciate the home you left behind. Sometimes you gotta stumble before you're ready to find that love's been waiting patiently It's a gravel road to redemption. Every stone was mercy shown, teaching me that love's the only way to truly make it home. I don't deserve the second chance, but that's what grace is for. Down this gravel road to redemption, I'm not lost anymore. Yeah, this gravel road to redemption led me back to love. This gravel road to redemption brought me home on Christmas Eve, where I was always meant to be. There's a mailbox standing crooked where the county roads divide. Been there since my grandpa's time, weathered gray with pride. Every Christmas Eve I drive out with a letter in my hand for the ones I've loved and lost across this Tennessee land. Started when my brother died in 2003. Couldn't say goodbye in person, so I wrote what he meant to me. Left it in that mailbox underneath the winter stars. Now it's a tradition that's become a part of who we are. Christmas letters from the county line, words I wish that I could say to the ones who've gone to glory but still feel close on Christmas Day. I write about the year gone by, the joys and all the pain. Christmas letters from the county line keep love from fading away. Added one for Grandma when she passed in '09. Told her how her recipes still make everything feel fine. Then Daddy's letter came in 2017, thanking him for showing me what being strong can mean. Last year I wrote Sarah, the girl I let slip through. Said I hope she's happy, hope she found somebody true. Sometimes closure doesn't come from words you hear them say. It comes from speaking to the wind and letting go that way. Christmas letters from the county line, words I wish that I could say to the ones who've gone to glory and the love that slipped away. I write about the year gone by, the lessons and the change. Christmas letters from the county line keep memories sustained. My son asked if he could write one to his best friend who moved away. I said, that's what this mailbox is for, son. What do you want to say? He wrote about the fishing hole and all the things they'd done. And I realized that letting go can help us carry on. Christmas letters from the county line, healing written in the snow, to the ones we'll always carry even when we have to let them go. We write about the love we've known, the souls we'll always keep. Christmas letters from the county line give broken hearts some peace. Christmas letters from the county line, standing where the old roads meet. Christmas letters from the county line make my Christmas complete. Where the county roads divide, love and memory collide. Granddaddy's fiddle hung silent on the wall for 7 years, since the stroke took his right hand and filled his eyes with tears. He'd sit and stare at it sometimes, but never made a sound. Christmas just ain't been the same since music left this town. We gathered around on Christmas Eve, the mood was dark and low. Mama tried to lift our spirits, but the sadness seemed to grow. Then my niece, just 8 years old, reached up and took it down. Said, "Granddaddy, will you teach me?" And he smiled there on the ground. Fiddle that saved December put the bow in her small hands. Though his fingers couldn't play no more, he helped her understand. Every note she learned to carry was his legacy reborn. The fiddle that saved December brought music back that morn. He taught her how to hold it, how to make the strings come alive. His left hand showed her placement, while his right hand stayed inside. We watched his eyes light up again with every sound she made. The music he thought lost forever found another way. By spring she played Amazing Grace while Granddaddy sang along. By summer she was playing all his favorite country songs. Now every Sunday evening she performs for him with pride. And you can see him playing through her from the joy there in his eyes. Fiddle that saved December put hope back in our hands. Though his body couldn't play no more, his spirit understands. Every note she plays so sweetly is his heart forever shown. The fiddle that saved December gave music a new home. Some gifts can't be taken by time or circumstance. They live inside the love we pass from heart to trembling hands. And every song's a testament that nothing's ever lost when we share what we've been given, no matter what the cost. The fiddle that saved December taught us what matters most, that love finds ways to carry on through every loss and ghost. Every note my niece is playing is Granddaddy's soul set free. The fiddle that saved December saved our family. Yeah, the fiddle that saved December hanging silent on the wall. The fiddle that saved December saved us all. When she plays on Christmas morning, we can hear his spirit call. The fiddle that saved December gave us back it all. The old Henderson place sits empty at the end of Miller Road. Nobody's lived there in a decade, just memories and ghosts. But every Christmas Eve at midnight, something draws me there, to the ranch where I learned to love before life got unfair. Her name was Emily Henderson, summer of '89. We were 17 and fearless underneath the Texas pine. We carved our names into the oak tree by the water well. Swore we'd build a life together, then her family had to sell. They moved to California, she promised she'd return. But time has ways of changing all the lessons that we learned. I stayed here in this small town, married, had some kids. But every Christmas Eve I wonder about the life we didn't live. Snowfall on the forgotten ranch, where our dreams were young and true. I can still see her standing there in that golden summer view. Some places hold your history like prayers you can't let go. Snowfall on the forgotten ranch covers what I used to know. Tonight I walk the property, the house is falling down, the foundation cracked and weathered, weeds have taken over ground. But that old oak is standing strong, our names are faded gray. 35 years later, and they're still there anyway. I heard a car pull up behind me, turned around to see a silver-haired woman walking toward that old oak tree. She said, I thought I'd be alone here, then she saw my face. We stood there in the silence of that long-forgotten place. Snowfall on the forgotten ranch, where our past meets present time. She said, I think about you every Christmas, and I said, you're still on my mind. Some love stays forever, even when you let it go. Snowfall on the forgotten ranch, we finally both came home. We talked about the roads we took, the lives that we had made, how both of us were happy, but some feelings never fade. She showed me her wedding ring, I showed her mine as well. We laughed and cried together at the story we could tell. Snowfall on the forgotten ranch, where two old souls reconnect. Not to change the past we've lived, but to honor and respect. That first love never really dies, it just learns to let you grow. Snowfall on the forgotten ranch gave us both the peace we needed most under the Christmas snow. We said goodbye at sunrise with no regrets or pain, just gratitude for what we had and the choice to love again. Snowfall on the forgotten ranch set two old hearts free. Snowfall on the forgotten ranch gave us both our peace. Yeah, the porch light's been every single night for 18 years of waiting, shining through the dark so bright. Mama turns it on at sunset, never lets it fade away. For my brother who went missing back on Christmas Day. He was 22 and restless, said he needed to find himself. Left a note that Christmas morning, sitting on the shelf. Said he'd call when he was ready, said he needed time alone. But the phone has never rung, and he has never come back home. The weathered porch light promise that someone's always here, that love is always waiting, no matter how many years. Mama says he'll see it shining when he's ready to return. The weathered porch light promise still burns and burns and burns. Neighbors say it's time to let him go and move ahead, but Mama just keeps vigil like he's coming home instead. She sets a place for him at dinner every Christmas Eve. Says faith isn't faith at all if you don't really believe. I used to beg her to turn it off, said she's holding on to pain. But now I've got kids of my own, and I finally understand that a mother's love is endless. It don't matter what the cost. She'll light the darkness searching for a child she thinks is lost. The weathered porch light promise that someone's always here, that love is always waiting through all the doubts and fears. Mama says he'll see it shining when his wandering heart can learn. The weathered porch light promise still burns and burns and burns. Then one snowy Christmas evening, 18 years to the day, a truck pulled up our driveway in the fading light of gray. A man got out much older with tears upon his face. My brother stood there trembling in that long forgotten place. He said, I've been driving by for years, but couldn't find the nerve until I saw that porch light and knew I had somewhere to turn. Mama, I don't deserve your love. I threw it held him close and whispered, son, you're home, that's all I prayed. The weathered porch light promise brought him finally home. Prove that love keeps waiting even when you're all alone. Mama knew he'd see it shining when his heart was ready to return. The weathered porch light promise kept burning, burning, burning through the years of hurt and yearning. Now that old light still shines every night the same. For anyone who's lost out there and trying to find their way, the weathered porch light promise never breaks, it only waits. The weathered porch light promise, love illuminates. Smell of cedar burning always takes me back in time to the cabin in the mountains where your hand was holding mine. We were young and dumb and broken, running from our past, found each other in the winter, didn't think we'd last. You were hiding from a husband who had bruised more than your skin. I was drinking through the memories of the war I'd been in. We met at a church shelter on a cold November night, two strangers sharing stories by the firelight. A cedar smoke and second chances rising through the cold December air. We were lost souls finding answers in the warmth of someone who cared. Sometimes love comes when you least expect it, from the ashes of what used to be. Cedar smoke and second chances saved you and saved me. We rented that old cabin with the last money we had. We spent Christmas Eve just talking about the good times and the bad. You taught me how to laugh again, I taught you how to trust. We built a fire from broken pieces and learned love from the dust. 20 years have passed now since that winter brought us close. We've got 3 kids and a mortgage and the life we wanted most. But every Christmas Eve we drive back to that mountain place, light a fire of cedar wood and remember saving grace. The cedar smoke and second chances rising through the cold December air. We were lost souls finding answers in the warmth of someone who cares. Sometimes love comes when you least expect it, from the ashes of what used to be. Cedar smoke and second chances gave us family. They say that broken people can't build nothing strong, but we've been proving all the doubters wrong for 20 years of holding on through every storm that came along. We built a home from broken songs. Cedar smoke and second chances taught us what we needed most, that the past don't have to haunt us when we're holding those we love close. Sometimes healing comes from darkness when two broken hearts believe. Cedar smoke and second chances set us free. Now we're sitting by the fire with our children gathered near. Cedar smoke and second chances brought us here year after year. That old cabin still standing where our second life began. Cedar smoke and second chances made us who we are, showed us who we are. Mama always made us clean up before we came inside. Shine shoes and Sunday clothes were filled with so much pride. But the Christmas I turned 12, the creek began to rise, and old man Patterson was stranded with fear in his eyes. Daddy heard the news at church, didn't hesitate, grabbed my hand and said, son, some things just cannot wait. We drove through the muddy roads in our Christmas finest wear. Mama didn't say a word, just whispered up a prayer. The Christmas my boots stayed muddy, we learned what mattered most. It ain't the shine on Sunday morning or the things that we can boast. It's wading through the darkness to help somebody home. The Christmas my boots stayed muddy, love was shown. Found him on his rooftop, water rising fast and high. His dogs were swimming circles, and I thought that he might die. And Daddy tied a rope around his waist and jumped right in, pulled that old man to safety through the water and the wind. By the time we made it back, our clothes were torn and stained. Christmas dinner had gone cold, but nobody complained. Mama set a place for Mr. Patterson at our table there, and we thanked the Lord for muddy boots and answered prayer. The Christmas my boots stayed muddy, we learned what Christmas means. It ain't the decorations or the carefully planned scene. It's diving in to save a life when everybody else stays home. But Christmas my boots stayed muddy, real love was shown. Now I've got sons of my own, and I tell them every year, faith without some action is just words they'll never hear. So when somebody needs you, don't you worry about the mess. Sometimes getting dirty is when we're at our best. Mr. Patterson's long gone now, but I still see his face. the gratitude and wonder at receiving so much grace. He lived 5 more years after that December day, and every Christmas sent us a card that always said the same. The Christmas your boots stayed muddy, you showed me what love's about, that God works through his people when they don't let fear win out. Now I keep those boots as a reminder of the man I wanna be. The Christmas my boots stayed muddy changed everything in me. Yeah, the Christmas my boots stayed muddy, Daddy showed me how to live. The Christmas my boots stayed muddy taught me how to give. Those old muddy boots are hanging on my wall for all to see. The Christmas my boots stayed muddy made a man of me. Found an old photograph in the attic Christmas Day. Me and Jenny by the railroad tracks in 1998. Her smile was bright as summer, though the snow was falling down. We were kids who thought forever lived right here in this small town. We'd walk those frozen tracks for miles, talking about our dreams. She wanted to be a singer, I wanted to be free. We carved our names into a railroad tie that winter long ago. Swore we'd always be together, but life had other roads. Frozen tracks to yesterday, leading where I cannot go, to a time when love was simple and the world moved soft and slow. I can see her standing there in the gentle falling snow. Frozen tracks to yesterday, the only way back home. She moved to Nashville in the spring, I stayed to work the land. Promised we would make it work, but couldn't understand that distance has a way of pulling hearts in different ways. Last time we spoke was 15 years ago on Christmas Day. So I drove out to those railroad tracks on this cold December night, looking for that railroad tie beneath the pale moonlight. And there it was still standing, though the years had worn it thin. Our names carved side by side, two kids who might have been. Frozen tracks to yesterday, leading where I cannot go, to a time when love was simple and the future didn't show. All the ways that life can change you and the dreams you'll let go. Frozen tracks to yesterday, where I used to know. Then I heard a voice behind me, soft and bittersweet. I was hoping you'd be here she said, I walk these tracks each week. When I'm home for Christmas visiting, I come out here at night to remember who I used to be before the stage lights. She said Nashville gave her everything, but took away her soul. She sang for crowds of thousands, but was empty and alone. I should have stayed right here with you, she whispered through her tears. I said we both made our choices, and they led us through the year. Frozen tracks to yesterday brought us back again, not to change what's come and gone, but to make our peace within. Sometimes you can't go backwards, you can only understand. Frozen tracks to yesterday help you see where you stand, show you who you are. We walked those tracks together like we did when we were young. Said goodbye at sunrise with no regrets upon our tongues. Just grateful for the memory of a love that's always stayed. Frozen tracks to yesterday, where our younger selves still play in the snow of yesterday. The Christmas pageant got canceled when the church roof caved in. Pastor Jim was standing there not knowing where to begin. And Billy from the honky-tonk said, bring it down to me. We got a stage and lights and room for the whole community. The church folks looked at each other with concern upon their face. A barroom ain't no proper spot for such a holy place. But Pastor Jim just smiled and said, let's think about it right. Jesus came for sinners, not just folks who live in line. The honky-tonk nativity, where the sacred met the real. Mary rode in on a Harley, Joseph wore his boots of steel. The wise men came from the trailer park, angels sang off-key. The honky-tonk nativity was the realest thing I'd seen. Cleared the pool tables and the dartboard from the back, hung Christmas lights where beer signs used to track. The regulars helped build the manger out of shipping pallets old, and Billy donated all the tips to keep the church from being sold. Come Christmas Eve, the place was packed with people wall to wall, bikers, bankers, farmers, and the outcasts one and all. Little Sarah played baby Jesus, wrapped in Billy's jacket warm, while her mama Mary cried real tears, and the story took its form. The honky-tonk nativity, where heaven touched the ground, where the broken and the holy all gathered round. shepherds came from county jail on a Christmas past that night. The honky-tonk nativity felt perfectly right. Pastor Jim said in his sermon, as the candles all burn low, Jesus was born in a stable, not a palace, don't you know? He came for the forgotten, the lost, the ones ashamed. So it's fitting that we're gathered here, all sinners just the same. When the pageant ended, no one wanted to leave. Something happened in that ballroom that was hard to believe. The lines between the righteous and the fallen washed away. We were all just souls together on that Christmas day. The honky-tonk nativity changed our little town, showed us that the kingdom is wherever love is found. Now Billy's place stays open, but it's different than before. The honky-tonk nativity opened up a door between the saints and sinners. We found we're all the same. The honky-tonk nativity, where mercy came. Yeah, the honky-tonk nativity, where the church and bar became one. The honky-tonk nativity, where God's work was done. Now every Christmas Eve we gather at Billy's place to pray. The honky-tonk nativity showed us the way. Johnsons and the Callahan's been feuding 40 years over property and pride and things that disappeared. Daddy said don't talk to them, they're trouble through and through. But I never understood the hate like grown folks do. Christmas Eve of '03, the ice storm hit real hard. Power lines were snapping, trees were falling in our yard. Mama started laboring 2 months before her times, and the only way to town was blocked by fallen pines. Daddy tried to clear the road, but couldn't do it alone. That's when Jacob Callahan came walking from his home. Said, I heard your wife is hurting, put our hate aside tonight. But sometimes life is bigger than who's wrong and who is right. Whiskey Creek Christmas truce, when love was all that mattered. Two families joined together and their walls of anger shattered. Sometimes it takes a miracle to make the blind man see. Whiskey Creek Christmas truce set our families free. They worked 4 hours in the freezing rain and sleet. Jacob and my daddy moving trees from off the street. By the time they cleared the road, their hands were raw and torn. They got mama to the hospital, my sister's cry was born. In the waiting room at 3 a.m., exhausted to the bone, Daddy turned to Jacob and said, I can't remember why we're thrown into this bitter war of words that's poisoned all these years. Jacob nodded slowly, fighting back his tears. Whiskey Creek Christmas truce, when everything got clearer, two stubborn men discovered what really should be dearer. Life's too short for anger over things that don't matter much. Whiskey Creek Christmas truce, healed with a handshake's touch. They say it started generations back with stolen land, or maybe it was cattle, no one really understands. But somewhere in the stories, the truth got lost to time, and all that's left is hatred passed from farther down the line. Now 20 years have passed since that icy Christmas night. The Johnsons and Callahans gather every year in sight. We celebrate together, our families intertwined. My sister married Jacob's son, leaving hay behind. A Whiskey Creek Christmas truce became a brand new start, proved that mercy's stronger than a hardened heart. Now our children play together where barbed wire used to be. Whiskey Creek Christmas truce showed us how to be free, what forgiveness means. There's a stone down by Whiskey Creek where Daddy and Jacob laid, a marker for the feud they ended and the peace that night was made. Whiskey Creek Christmas truce changed everything we knew. Whiskey Creek Christmas truce made our family whole and new, taught us to start anew. We were high school sweethearts with a dream and a guitar. Wrote a country Christmas song underneath the winter stars. Sent it to 1,000 stations, got rejected every time. But we kept on believing in that melody and rhyme. Life got complicated, like it always seems to do. I took a job at Daddy's shop, you went to nursing school. We got married in the spring, had a baby by the fall. That Christmas song we wrote together hung forgotten on the wall. 10 years disappeared like snow melting in the sun. Working hard and raising kids, barely time for anyone. Christmas morning came around, I was fixing coffee late when when I heard a voice on the radio that made my hand shake. The year the radio played our song, I couldn't believe my ears. The melody we wrote together after all these years. Some DJ found our old demo in a box of forgotten dreams. The year the radio played our song, nothing was what it seemed. I ran to wake you up and said, baby, listen close. You rubbed your sleepy eyes as our voices filled the room like ghosts. We stood there in our kitchen, holding on to one another tight, while the words we wrote at 17 came floating through the night. The phone started ringing, friends were calling left and right. Our little Christmas country song was climbing through the night. By New Year's Eve we got a call from Nashville on the line. Someone wanted to buy our song and make it truly shine. The year the radio played our song changed everything we knew about giving up on dreams and seeing wishes through. That old forgotten melody became our family's theme. The year the radio played our song, we remembered how to dream. Sometimes the things you let go of find their way back home. Sometimes the seeds you planted long ago still grow when they're full grown. And dreams don't have expiration dates, they just wait for their time. Like that song we wrote together in the winter of our prime. We didn't quit our jobs or move to Tennessee, but something changed inside us, set our spirits free. We taught our kids to never stop believing in their heart that timing's just as important as the art. The year the radio played our song, we learned what matters most. It's not the fame or fortune or the things that you can boast. It's writing songs together and believing through the years. The year the radio played our song, we conquered all our fears, proved that dreams don't disappear. Now every Christmas morning we hear it on the air, that song we wrote at 17, still floating everywhere. The year the radio played our song showed us that it's never too late. The year the radio played our song reminded us that dreams still wait, love and dreams don't fade. Grandpa ran a still back in the Tennessee hills and said it was a family trade, helped him pay the bills. But every Christmas Eve he'd put his work aside, clean up real nice, and we'd take that old truck ride. He'd head down to the valley where the white church stands, with a jar of his best moonshine hidden in his hands. He'd slip it to the preacher at the back door every year. The preacher'd shake his head and smile, say same time again next year. Moonshine and midnight mass, where the sacred meets the sin, where a bootlegger and a preacher both find grace within. Life ain't always black and white, sometimes it's shades of gray. Moonshine and midnight mass on Christmas Day. I asked Grandpa once why the preacher took his shine. He said, son, that man's got arthritis in his hands and spine. That moonshine eases his pain so he can play piano for the Lord. Sometimes mercy looks different than what's written in the Word. The preacher never drank it during service time, you see. He'd use it for his medicine when his joints wouldn't let him be. And Grandpa, he'd sit front row singing every hymn out loud. Two men who found understanding in the sacred and the proud. Moonshine and midnight mass, where judgment falls away, where two different men found common ground and learned how to pray. One made spirits in the mountains, one saved spirits from their past. Moonshine and midnight mass made a friendship that would last. The law came looking for Grandpa in the winter of '09, but the preacher stood before them, said, this man is a friend of mine. Yes, I know about his business, yes, I know it ain't quite right, but he's got a heart for Jesus, and he's here most every night. They didn't arrest my grandpa, just told him to shut it down. He agreed and quit the moonshine, moved into the town. But every Christmas Eve until the day that Grandpa died, he'd sit with that old preacher, and they'd laugh until they cried. Moonshine and midnight mass, where two souls became as one, where a sinner and a saint discovered we're all God's sons. Grace don't ask for perfect, just a heart that's willing to try. Moonshine and midnight mass taught me why Jesus came for broken folks like you and I. Now the preacher's in the ground beside my grandpa on the hill, and I bring a jar of water to them both and always will, to remember their unlikely friendship and the lesson that it showed. Moonshine and midnight mass, love's the narrow road that we all can walk together when we lay down our load. Moonshine and midnight mass, grace overflows.